Guys, I don't know, I never know how to fucking start these videos. I'm gonna talk about records. I think that it's kind of a running theme for this channel that I show you guys records and you listen to me talk about records if you're interested. And another running theme, of course, is that all of these are black metal except for one of them. It's just how it goes. And another running theme, here's what I'm listening to at the moment. This is the new Cancer Slug album called Sassy for Satan. Man, this is easily one of my favorite albums to have come out this year. And in terms of non-metal, this is fucking way better than everything that's come out this year. That I've obviously have listened to, but this shit is fantastic. I love this fucking record, man, and every one of Cancer Slug's albums, they really do just get better and better. Of course, my favorite Cancer Slug album is probably still Gore, which is their first album, but man, these guys have made such a progression over the last 5-6 years since I found out about these dudes. But yeah, Cancer Slug is one of the coolest live bands I've ever seen, and they make the best fucking rock and roll that you'll hear these days. So I'm actually gonna leave a link to where you can listen to this and buy this because you know, these guys are the best in the game. Like this, I don't know if I said this is part one of a two-part. I guess a sister album will be coming out in a few months later this year. But either way, man, this shit is fantastic. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link to where you can buy this and support true underground rock and roll. So, Cancer Slug. All right, let's talk about some black metal for a bit. First is something that is much more orthodox and conventional, and then I'll show something that is literally the fucking opposite. So, starting off here, got Cosmic Church with Arcana Day, the trilogy or trilogia, and this shit is so fucking good. I absolutely love Cosmic Church, and I think you guys have probably realized that over the past few months. I've kind of had a massive boner for these guys, or I guess it's kind of this guy now. It's just one dude these days, but. This is a compilation of the first 3 Cosmic Church EPs, which came out right after I guess a trilogy or just 3 Cosmic Church demos. Yeah, one of my favorite Finnish projects going, and I really can't say enough good things about this. So, really nice cover, gloss, but it actually looks really good. Just really nice way of presenting this thing. It's pretty nice, like, you know, thick, heavy gatefold there. There's the back. Like I said, this is when there were still 2 members in this band. Yeah, but anyway, here's the 3 EPs right here. They were all called Arcana Day 1, 2, and 3, but they had sort of like subtitles. I'm not gonna try and read them because I don't fucking speak Finnish. And just judging by these song titles, Finnish is a funky ass language, so. Hats off to anyone who can speak that shit. But anyway, really nice shit, man. I'll show you the gatefold here. You got a bunch of lyrics. This is basically the lyrics for all the songs you get on this thing in Finnish. And these are the English lyrics, which Cosmic Church likes to do, and I like that they do that. Again, it's just a nice way of presenting things. It's really fucking good, man. I mean, basically, these 3 EPs don't really differ from EP to EP, but the exception would be for the 3rd one, and I'll go into it. Let me show you the labels, because I really like how they did this. This is it's just 1 and 2, and then the other one. But anyway, this is the first EP. This is the second one. It's a very straightforward, simple way of doing it, but it's effective. So, and of course that's the 3rd of the EPs, and then it's just a blank side. But yeah, the 3rd EP is easily my favorite. It's closest to what you would expect a band or a project like Cosmic Church to come out with these days, because the first 2 they're a little bit different. They're very raw. The 3rd one is not quite as raw, but it's like I said, there's more of a a professional feel to it, which is strange because as far as I understand, the second and third EP came out at the same time. So, yeah, so it's a little bit strange. I guess they kind of, the Raw thing was just a decision that they made. It wasn't like lack of funds or anything like that. But either way, man, this shit is fantastic. I don't think any of you guys are not familiar with Cosmic Church at this point, but if you're not, get off your ass and listen to something, because it's all fantastic. So, yeah, Cosmic Church, Arcana Day. Okay, and as I've said, we are going to talk about something that is so unorthodox for black metal that I feel like there's a good chance that if you're kind of a black metal purist, you will fucking hate this. And I totally get it, but I personally love this to death. This is Misartham with Pillars. I talked about Misartham's full-length album, the one full-length album from this band called Isolate on this channel a few weeks ago, and everyone seemed to really enjoy it. You know, I get it, but I was expecting there to be more people that are like, what the fuck is that bullshit? But basically take the first album and increase the synthesizers and the keys even more, and you got this. This is a brand new EP from this year. Like I said, it's called Pillars, and yeah, man, if you thought the last one, if you thought Isolate was overbearing in terms of like the keyboards and the synthesizers and stuff, there's no way you'll like this. This relies very heavily on that stuff. It's almost like there's parts. It's almost like led by like electronic beats and stuff like that. It's very fucking weird. The problem I have, the only problem I have with this, and I love this to death. Don't get me wrong. I got this in yesterday, and I've listened to it. I've honestly probably flipped this thing like 6 or 7 times. It's fucking fantastic. It's one of my favorite releases of the year. The problem I have with this is that the keyboards sound so tingy. They sound so unorganic to this style. Like, if the keyboards were fuck, it's so hard to explain without sounding like I'm ripping on this album, because I'm really not. But the keyboards do sound they sound like, I don't know, I don't want to use the word cheap, because, that sort of takes away from what this is, and I don't want to do that. But the keyboards do sound very unorganic, and, that's the only problem I have. And it's really not even an issue, because it fits so perfectly, it works so well. But like I said, this is a little bit more overbearing than even the last one was, Isolate. So I personally love it, but I'm kind of biased at this point, because I'm so fascinated by this project or band that I think I'll like anything this does. So anyway, there's the cover there. Again, if you don't remember, I'll show you the fucking cover for the last one. Yeah, this band has a sort of running spacey theme, and I've got no problem with that. I like it for the most part. Some of the spacey shit is pretty fucking gay, but I actually like these a lot. I like the cover for this one a bit better, I think, but I don't know which one of these I prefer musically, because they're both fantastic. I mean, man, on its own, the black metal stuff would make a great fucking EP, but the the synthesizers and the keys just they add a different layer of atmosphere that sort of really changes the overall atmosphere and feel of this thing. But it's fantastic. I love this to death. So anyway, there's the front cover. There's the back cover. Super nice back cover. I like that a lot. And again, it's pretty, like, the layouts are very similar on both of these. Again, on avant-garde music. And the vinyl is black, but the labels are pretty cool. Like that. Like I said, I flipped this thing, man, like 6 or 7 times yesterday alone when I got it. So I'll probably throw this on again in a little bit. And they definitely expect this to be on a couple of my, my end of the year list if I so desire to do one of those. So yeah, second DP to come out this year, and fucking excellent. Actually, I think this is the first of the two. And from what I understand, the second one, I haven't heard it, but it's called Spire, and it's entirely instrumental. So yeah, check it out. Fucking Misartham Pillars. All right, let's go into something way fucking different. Again, on the other side of the spectrum of metal. This is Mortician with Reanimated Dead Flesh. You'll probably see this quite a lot. Well, you'll probably have seen this quite a few times over the past few weeks and for the next few weeks to come, because this was just reissued on Hell's Headbangers. And I'm one step closer to completing my Mortician collection with this thing. And I know they are doing Hacked Up for Barbecue, so that's exciting because I love that record. But anyway, this is fantastic, man. Mortician is one of those bands for me that I've been a fan of Mortician for years and years. But the thing is, like, it's almost like I realize that it's not much beyond just being fun, fucking like grindy death metal. Unbelievably heavy. This is one of the heaviest bands on the planet, and I love it, man. It's you can tell just by looking at it. This is just fun, cheesy fucking death metal, and I don't have a problem with that. I love stuff like this, man. It's great, but I think Mortician is kind of like the kings of this. This is the final, I guess you could call it the final Mortician album. Came out in 2004, 12 years ago, and it does say that these guys are still active, but yeah, they haven't done anything since this, not recorded anything, which is a shame. I would like to hear these guys do something new, but you know, at the same time, you know, we pretty much have enough Mortician, I think. So yeah, anyway, check out that album cover. How badass is that? Really fucking cool. I love it, man. I love it to death. I like the spine of this thing. Very bold. There's the back. Again, man, it's just so cool. You can still get this. Very rarely available from Hell's Headbangers. All the tracks on this thing. There's like 22 songs on this thing, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not quite that many. But anyway, really cool. I like the gloss again. It just looks nice. Really nice way of presenting things. Here's the inside. You got Will Romer, obviously, and then a guy named Roger, who I guess did the drums for this. Man, go on Metal Archives and look how many drummers this band has gone through. It's kind of insane. But also look at the rating this got on Metal Archives, dude. It's really fucking bad. Like, this got horrible ratings, but I don't know why, because it pretty much sounds like every other Mortician record. It's basically a shit ton of movie samples, and then, you know, like 30 seconds of just grinding fucking death metal. What's the problem? I don't get it. Ridiculous picture again. Yeah. You got the lyrics and stuff on that side. I'm not really sure it's worth following the lyrics, because this shit, if you've ever heard Mortician, you know this shit is ridiculously heavy. The vocals are more bass than bass, so really, really cool. There was two versions of this. I got the like highlighter yellow vinyl with the green splatter. The other option was a glow-in-the-dark record. I have a glow-in-the-dark record, and it sounds heinous beyond compare. So, you know, I wasn't about to make that mistake again. Maybe Hell's Headbangers will do a better job than the one that I have, but you know, still, I didn't want to risk it because it was like $9 more for the glow-in-the-dark one. But anyway, fantastic label, so fucking cool. I like that one a lot. And then there's the other one. And it's left with a poster that I have put in a frame, simply to show you, because it just looks better in a frame. I actually really like this. I might keep this in a frame. Not like I have room for it, but, you know, if I just lay it up against a fucking wall or something, it'll look cool. So, yeah, badass, man. I love this shit. I love Mortician. Probably still to this day, just some of my favorite death metal is Mortician. It's just fun, and you know, that's what I dig about it, I guess. So check it out if you've never heard Mortician. Start anywhere. I would say that personally my favorite is the House by the Cemetery EP, but that's just because that's the first thing I heard from Mortician. So you'd be perfectly well off starting with this as well. So check it out, Mortician, Reanimated Dead Flesh. I better show at least one of these because I've had both albums for months now and just keep putting off showing them for whatever reason. This is Negative Plane with Stained Glass Revelations. This is the second Negative Plane album from 2011, which is weird because when I think about Negative Plane, I don't think about them having made anything that recent, but whatever. I'd like to hear another record from these guys because they definitely move in a really different direction for the second album as opposed to the first one. And if you guys aren't familiar with Negative Plane, it is a United States black metal band, kind of one of the more revered black metal bands from the United States, I think. They started off in Florida too, which is cool, but I think they relocated to like New York or some shit. Whatever. Anyway, there's the album cover. Yeah, nice stuff. There's the back. Very simple. The Ajna Offensive put this one out. Really cool. Now, if you guys have ever listened to the first album, you guys probably remember the super overbearing vocal effects. Everything was just echoed to the max, and they kind of ditched that on this. But I don't have a problem with it. You know, the vocal effects on the first album kind of bugged me at first anyway, but I learned to really like it. So. Yeah, but this is great, man. It comes with this nice booklet here, which has all the lyrics and stuff, and the lyrics are really good. I like the lyrics a lot. And you got basically just some art. Yeah, for that kind of stuff. But basically, this is pretty unconventional, I guess, for black metal. Not as much as like something like Misartham is, but. You got stuff like there's like bells and pipe organs and there's like a cello and shit on this thing. So yeah, black vinyl. There's the labels. Really not much to say. I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, it's just a good album. Very good drums on this thing. I think that's kind of like something that stands out about Negative Plane in general is. Just good drum, very smart instrumentation altogether. So check it out if you're interested in getting into some good fucking United States black metal. That's Negative Plane with Stained Glass Revelations. All right, finally, I can pretty much blow through this real quick because. Every one of you guys know this, and there's really not much to show. So, Mgla with Hearts Toward None, which incidentally is probably one of my favorite album titles ever. I don't know, I adore it. It's very, I don't know, poetic, but it's just really nice. Not a massive fan of the album cover, just mainly because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Maybe it's a mountain, might be a mountain. But this is a fantastic album. This is probably my favorite Mgla release. Maybe. I think this is the second Mgla. Yeah, this is definitely the second one because Groza was first, and obviously Exercise and Futility was the most recent one. But I think this might be my favorite Mgla release, full stop. And the reason being is I've just listened to it the most out of everything. Not like Mgla's discography really varies from release to release. It's all very consistent, but it's just good shit, and I think every one of you guys would enjoy it. So yeah, just fucking very simple. So here's the front, there's the back. Again, you just got the lyrics on the back cover, which is something that Northern Heritage did for pretty much all of the Mgla releases, reissues that they did. Yeah, repetitive, good riffs, good drums, good vocals. Good release altogether. There's really not much to say about it. black vinyl, and there's a Northern Heritage label on that side. So I think every one of you guys know this band. There's really no reason for me to even go into it. And if you've never heard Mgla before, then I would just start with this, man. Check it out, Mgla with Hearts Toward None. Alright, dudes. That's it. That's all I got. We'll do this again soon. Thanks for sticking around, and until next time.
Breathe in the fog that is rising from the depths of Carpathian tombs. In the middle of this evil land in Transylvania's